Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into an exciting comparison between two iconic laptops from Apple, the Intel MacBook Air 2020 and the M1 MacBook Air 2020, brought to you by Silver from Bill Gadgets Uganda. At first glance, these two look nearly identical, but beneath the surface they tell very different stories. The Intel model marks the end of an era, while the M1 model ushers in a revolution in computing with Apple's custom silicon. We'll break it all down: performance, battery life, thermals, and the real-world usability to help you understand which is worth your investment today. Whether you're upgrading or simply curious, stay tuned. Let's dive into it. Design and build quality. Let's start with the design. Both laptops are nearly identical in build. They feature the same slim, lightweight aluminum body and come with a 13.3-inch Retina display with True Tone. Both models also have the Magic Mouse and keep same Magic Mouse and keyboard, which is much better than the Apple's older Butterfly keyboard and the same large responsive trackpad. So when it comes to design and portability, there is no difference, but that's where the similarity is. Performance is where we start to see major differences. The Intel MacBook Air is powered by the 10th generation Intel Core processor with options of i3, i5, and i7, and it uses Intel Iris Plus graphics. The M1 MacBook Air, on the other hand, is powered by Apple's revolutionary M1 chip. This chip integrates the CPU, GPU, and the neural engine into one, making it incredibly powerful and efficient. In real-world use, for the basic tasks like web browsing, watching videos, and working on documents, both laptops perform well, but the M1 feels faster, especially when opening apps or switching between tasks. For heavier tasks like video editing, programming, or running multiple apps, the M1 MacBook Air on the other level. It handles 4K video editing efficiently, while the Intel MacBook Air really struggles. Battery life is another area where the M1 dominates. The Intel MacBook Air gives you about 11 hours of web browsing or light use on a full charge, which is quite decent. But then the M1 MacBook Air, however, pushes that to another impressive 18 hours. That's nearly double the battery life. So if you're someone who works on the go or hates carrying a charger, the M1 MacBook Air is no-brainer. It's the best you could carry around without a charger, and you would actually survive comfortably. Thermals and noise. This is an important factor many people overlook. The Intel MacBook Air has a fan, and when you push it hard with tasks like video editing or gaming, the fan gets loud and the laptop can get warm actually quite quickly. Whereas the M1 MacBook Air does not have a fan and is completely quiet all throughout. It stays silent no matter what you're doing and remains cooler even during heavy usage. This is thanks to the efficiency of the M1 chip, which runs cooler while delivering better performances. So let's talk about the price. The Intel MacBook Air is becoming harder to find since Apple no longer produces it, but you might find it at a lower price if it's still available. Whereas the M1 MacBook Air is slightly more expensive since it gives you far better performance, battery life, and is future-proof for the latest macOS updates. If you are in Uganda and looking for the best deals, Bill Gadgets Uganda has you covered with authentic products at competitive prices. So you can inbox me My WhatsApp number is on the description. Compatibility and operating system. Both laptops run macOS Ventura, but apparently updatable to macOS Sequoia as per 2024. However, the M1 MacBook Air is better optimized for current and future macOS updates since Apple Silicon is the focus for macOS development. The Intel MacBook Air may stop receiving macOS updates sooner because Apple is transitioning away from Intel processors. For performance in macOS, M1 MacBook Air runs macOS more smoothly and efficiently thanks for its unfilled memory architecture and optimized hardware. Apps launch faster, multitasking is seamless, and animations are smoother. Native apps for iOS and iPadOS apps add versatility. Intel MacBook Air macOS runs well but isn't as optimized as for the M1 MacBook Air. More frequent slowdowns when handling heavy apps or multitasking as comparison to the M1. The other major difference is with Apple Intelligence. The M1 MacBook Air has support for Apple Intelligence, whereas the Intel MacBook Air 2020 does not support Apple Intelligence. As we are all aware, with the release of macOS Sequoia, it introduced Apple Intelligence. As you can see, it performs so many tasks. Improved Siri search, which is activated by pressing Command and Space key on your keyboard, which is activated. You can activate Apple Intelligence using a shortcut on your keyboard by double pressing the Command key, where you can see active. Whereas on the Intel MacBook Air, even if I double press the Command key, you will not see anything there. Both feature a 720p FaceTime HD camera, but the M1 has an edge thanks to its image signal processor. In good lighting, both are decent, but the M1 offers sharper detail and better colors. In low light, the M1 shines cleaner, brighter videos, while the Intel struggles with more noise. For dynamic range, the M1 handles lights, highlights and shadows better, making it great for professional calls. In short, if camera quality matters, the M1 MacBook Air is a clear winner. So in conclusion, which MacBook Air would you choose? If you're in a tight spot on a tight budget and only need a laptop for basic tasks like emails, web browsing, the Intel MacBook Air might still work for you. But if you want better performance, better battery life, and long-term value, the M1 MacBook Air is a clear winner. Once again, we thank Bill Gadgets Uganda for sponsoring this video. Be sure to check them out for all your gadget needs. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more reviews, comparisons, and we'll see you next time on the next video.